Yeah, right here. All right, so here we go.
And then I'm going to circle the motion 6 times.
Good.
All right, you're good.
This train is bound for the Republic. This is the final stop. Please get belongings.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Here we go.
So that we can take those overhead bin space for larger.
Gift cards and store cards are not permitted.
Law requires each person to wear a mask over the nose and mouth at all times throughout this flight, including during boarding and deplaning. This is required even if you have received the COVID-19 vaccine or a negative COVID-19 test.
So all of these shots that I've been showing you guys are from my travel today. My first time traveling since February 2020. So thought I'd share this experience with you guys. I'm on my way to Panama. My first flight was from Tampa to Atlanta. I'm flying Delta Airlines, and the first flight was packed. Not gonna lie, I felt a little uncomfortable. I have my vaccines and wearing my mask, doing everything I gotta do. But and I got my COVID test done. Tested negative yesterday. So hopefully they'll accept that test when I arrive in Panama. When you're traveling to Panama right now, as of May 2021, they require a test done with either a PCR test or an antigen test within 48 hours of arrival. So this flight isn't as packed as the last one. Delta was blocking the middle seat before, but they stopped doing that May 1st, I believe. So now it's they have a full flight, but this one isn't full. So 4-hour flight from Atlanta to Panama. And by the way, my last trip was to Panama. I'll link those vlogs down if you want to check them out. Pretty fun vlogs. Check them out. But here we go. So tired.
Damas y caballeros, en nombre de toda la familia Delta, gracias por hacernos parte de su viaje. Queremos dar una bienvenida especial a nuestros miembros de los programas llamados y medallón. Agradecemos que continúen confiando en nosotros para sus viajes. Hemos rediseñado nuestro servicio.
I don't even know if I want to take my mask off with this, but I haven't had anything all day. And I'm not a fan of drinking coffee on airplanes. I'll tell you guys about that later. So this is what they want you to do. That's it. Have a bite if you're eating. Cover right back up. Have a sip. Put your drink back down. Pandemic times. I hope you guys can see over there part of Cuba. Right now we're flying from the Floridas straight to Florida.
Flight Delta. Damas y caballeros, están sentados a la izquierda del avión.
Alright, we landed. I'm back home. We have made it here. Panama's airport, Tocumen Airport. Just waiting on my flight. Gonna make our way through. Got my COVID exam or COVID test. I'll let you guys know how this all goes through. But I don't think I've ever been in this terminal. Check it out, it's very nice. I think they're still working on it though. Yeah, they are, look. Down there, they're still working on it. It's not finished, but it's coming along nicely. That's one of the places where you can go get your COVID test in Panama. $50 if you didn't get it ahead of time. Keep in mind you have to do it within 48 hours of arrival. We're gonna see if mine works, like I said already.
Pasaporte de las pruebas de COVID, por favor, dos de este lado, dos de la otra.
¿Procedentes de dónde?
Gracias. Muchas gracias. Alright guys, so that is it. That was my travel experience. First time, like I said earlier, in over a year traveling. It was kind of weird. The first leg of my trip I was a little uneasy, but you know, it's my first time traveling, so I wasn't sure what to expect. And plus the flight was a lot full. I've had a lot of friends that have traveled already, but their experience was a little bit different. The airports were more empty, the flights were more empty, and now, at least here in the US, now that things are, or in the US, because I'm in Panama now, now that everybody's starting to get vaccinated, things are starting to, you know, slowly but surely come back to more of a normal way of living and traveling. But a couple things I want to mention. I recommend, and this may go not only for Panama, wherever you're traveling to, if you're going out of the country, check that country, what they require, what kind of test, because there are different types of COVID-19 tests. Here in Panama, they accept the PCR or the antigen. So make sure that if you come to Panama or wherever you're traveling, you get the correct test. In addition to that, make sure you know what happens if you show up and you get tested. For example, here in Panama, if they wouldn't have accepted for whatever reason my test results from the CVS pharmacy that I got my test done back in Tampa, and they would have tested me here where I showed you guys that you get the option to test for $50. If you come out positive, then you have to do a mandatory 14-day quarantine in a hotel. They'll put you up in the hotel. You don't have to pay for any of that, but now you're stuck with a 14-day quarantine. So I suggest, or I recommend, you do come with your own test results from wherever you're departing from, and hopefully you won't have any issues. Hopefully they'll accept that, because otherwise you run the risk of having the test done at the airport and then being put in a quarantine for a long stay. Another thing is, these are the requirements for people traveling to Panama from the US. So if you were coming from the UK, South Africa, or South America, it's completely different. So make sure you check the page, the Panama page here, for the information that they require from where you're flying from your country, because it varies. And that goes for wherever you're traveling to. Make sure you just check everything. And so those are my tips. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up. Comment down below if you have any questions. I'll try to answer them down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. I'm creating short little vlogs while I'm going to be here in Panama. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Peace.